What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome you back to Nesta TV. And no, this is a special one because I want to welcome you guys to the Transfer Corner segment. And this is where we're going to be talking transfers, rumors, and everything around Arsenal with players in, players out. So there's going to be a lot more videos of this segment to come based on who Arsenal get linked with, you know, the sources, because I pay attention to the sources of where it comes from and all of that. So you know, yeah, just look out for it. More videos to come. So we're gonna start with Willian. So Willian have been strongly linked with Arsenal. He turned down a 3-year deal with well, Chelsea turned down the 3-year deal because he wanted 3 years, but Chelsea didn't want to offer him 3 years. So Chelsea wanted him to offer him 2 years, and he don't want to take 2 years. So, you know, Arsenal come in, he's for free. He's not gonna cost anything to purchase him. Maybe just a signing on fee, because that's how it works. When you sign a player for free, you know, you got to pay a signing on fee and a signing on fee. I can't talk right now. Signing on fee, and then you have to pay them the wages and stuff, whatever wages you're gonna pay them. So they say he's gonna be around be on around 100 to 120,000 dollars a week. I mean, £1,000 a week. Maybe could be 130,000 a week. How am I feeling about this? Willian, I think he's knocking on in the age, but he's a very good player. I don't really think he's going to come in as a starter, and that depends on Lacazette, because if we get rid of Lacazette, which is we're going to move on to him, you know, if we're going to get rid of Lacazette and Aubameyang going to go up front, then probably Willian is going to go on the left. So we don't know, but he have been strongly linked. I feel like Willian could be a very good addition. A lot of people is asking, oh, why is Arsenal offering him 3 years when Chelsea didn't want to even offer him 3 years? I think it's kind of a good move, because when you look at it, he signs for 3 years, let's say, coming in as a free. We might have to pay him a signing on fee or whatever. That's fine, but after all of this, then it might come up to about 20 mil, 22 mil, something like that, which would be decent, because we do need a winger. We do need depth in terms of wingers. So it's like, there's more wingers we can go get, but it's like with Willian's experience, we already have young wingers. So it doesn't make sense. We already have young wingers. It doesn't make sense go out and go buy a next young winger when you already have Nelson, Martinelli, and Saka, who's already young. So now you go get Willian for 3 years. That don't necessarily mean he have to stay for 3 years, if you think about it, right? You know, so he can come in, then he can help us out in one season, maybe push us on to top 4, maybe push us on to challenge for the title, you never know. And, you know, maybe push us on to win the Europa League with his experience. He's a winner. He know about winning with Chelsea. And we can say, oh, it's the same thing with David Luiz, and Luiz is a clone or whatever. This is a little bit different. You know, Willian, I think Willian is a player of class, very skillful. He is, and if you look at his stats, I'm not really one to go by stats, but when people act like, oh, he didn't do much, you know, maybe performance-wise, because a lot of Chelsea fans is saying, oh, they're glad to get rid of him. Maybe performance-wise, a lot of people might say, oh, you know, Mason Mount been doing better than him, for example, or Pulisic been doing better than him. But why is he the second top scorer at Chelsea for this season? With I think Tommy Abraham being the top scorer at Chelsea. Why is he second top scorer? Why is he got the most crosses for Chelsea, the most assists for Chelsea? You know what I mean? The more chances created for Chelsea. You know, so it's like, you know, give him his respect. Now, because he's trying to leave, and for Arsenal fans that think that, oh, he's done or whatever, you know, he been doing good, and especially since coming back from the lockdown, he, you know, like, why? So you're saying he's not a good player, he's done, but why have Chelsea been playing him? Even though he's about to leave, why have Chelsea been playing him in almost every one of their games as the season was coming to a close, until up when he got injured and they left him out or whatever? I think he's a good player. He can come in at Arsenal. Maybe he can do 2 seasons and we sell him, or a season and a half and we sell him. I feel like he's just somebody to plug the gap for the short term, to help out short term. And the younger players, Nelson, Saka, and all of them can learn from him. He's Brazilian. Martinelli, you got Luiz. He's gonna come in and be comfortable. He's not somebody that's gonna have to come in and adjust to the league, and you know, you have to give him time to settle. I feel like he's gonna come in and hit the floor running. The deal is pretty much done. It's close to being done. It's about to be announced this week, I think, sometime. So, you know, in advance, if it officially happened, welcome to Arsenal, Willian. For me, my opinion, I think it's a good signing. and I'm looking out for it because I feel like he will link up good with Pepe and Aubameyang. I feel like he'll link up good. And he's a very hard worker for his age, even though he's 32 years old. Aubameyang is 31. You know, Aubameyang is only like 10 months younger than Willian. So it's like, come on, people. He'll be a good addition. Remember, I tell you that. We're going to move on to Coutinho. So there's been talk that Coutinho been seen. You know, he was pictured at the Arsenal training ground. Was it 2 days ago? It was the same day that Chelsea played Bayern Munich for the second leg. They said that they saw him at the Arsenal training ground that day, and a lot of people were saying, oh, it couldn't be him and whatever. That same day, Bayern Munich trained for 1 hour that day because, no, it was the day before. They trained for 1 hour that day because it was the day before their game against Chelsea. Let me get my facts right. So it was the day before Chelsea and Bayern Munich played the second leg. The day before they saw him at the Arsenal training ground. And, you know, so it could be possible that he came in, you know, you jump in, you know them guys flying private jets. You jump on a private jet, it's not that far, you know, Germany to England, it's not that far. You know, boom, you fly over to Arsenal, they said that he came over to look and discuss things and whatever. So this could be a deal that could be done. They said it's for a loan, apparently. It's going to be a loan deal for like a season and with the possibility to sign, you know, so we're going to see how that goes. But they're saying like 70 mil after the year. I know right now Barcelona want to make back the money that they bought him for. Barcelona, y'all already got ripped off. Y'all already didn't get the best out of him. You know what I mean? So it's like, y'all might just have to take whatever y'all can get. Because he's not, you know, the player y'all thought y'all was going to get from Liverpool. But I feel like people, there's mixed opinions on it. A lot of people been saying that they don't think he's going to be a good addition. For me, I think he's going to be a good addition. This is where the Premier League is where he excelled the most. He did so good at Liverpool. It didn't work out for him going to Barcelona and then going to Bayern Munich. It didn't really work out for him, but I feel like he need a fresh start. And if he come in and we possibly get Willian, then we have David Luiz, his Brazilian mates, you know, and then you have Edu, you know, who's part of the directors and whatever, you know, I feel he'll be comfortable. He knows the Premier League, he knows England and stuff like that. So I feel like it will be a good move. Arsenal, he will benefit from it. And this can probably be a turning point in his career again, where he can start to excel again. So, loan move for Coutinho, I'm happy with it. Let's make it happen. I hope it happens. Let's move on to Gabriel Magalhaes. Centre back for Lille, 22 years old, I think. Left-footed centre back, very good. From what I've seen of him, you know, he's very aggressive. He's quick. You know, he's big. He's big too. So French league, he played a lot of games. He played like around 30 something games, 31 around there games for Lille. You know, it's not really an intense league as the Premier League, but French league is a good league. But you know, for somebody that Lille, the same team that what's the name came from, that Pepe came from, he's played a lot of games, so that means he's an important player, which means he must be a good player. And, you know, Lille was playing in the Champions League and stuff like that. So it's like, come on, if you're starting games and you start in Champions League games as a young player, you must have some type of potential. So this could be a really good Arsenal signing. I'm hearing that it could be around 27 mil, 30 mil, around there. I hope it happens. He will be a great addition coming to the squad if we can get rid of the likes of Mustafi and Socrates and stuff like that. He will be a very good addition to the Arsenal squad. So I hope it happens. He's been strongly linked. They said that a next reason why they think that he really leaving and he could be coming to Arsenal is that the club take down his number from the website, and they gave his number to an 18-year-old defender in the club. So, you know, you put 2 and 2 together, you know, the links are strong. He don't have his number no more. They said he's pretty much out the door and Arsenal is finalizing everything. So I hope it happens. It's nothing official yet. They just putting 2 and 2 together and see how things go. But I really hope this can happen. This will be a really good addition. We have William Saliba, then we have, you know, then we can get him, you know, then we already have Pablo Maria and stuff like that, you know. So I feel like we're moving in the right direction with this. I hope it works out. So let's see how we go. We're gonna move on to Thomas Partey. One weird thing about this is that I haven't seen a lot of teams being linked with Thomas Partey. Them say that he could be signing a new contract with Atletico Madrid. We're not sure yet. He have a 45 million release clause. And I'm like, yo, how come another team haven't triggered it? How come a Bayern Munich, they probably got a deep squad already, but excuse me. But how come like a top Man City or one of them teams haven't triggered his release clause? It's kind of weird, because it's like, I heard that you have the release clause, and Arsenal actually offered Guendouzi plus 25 mil, and they rejected it, which I don't feel like that was a bad move on Arsenal's part. But Arsenal, if y'all really want this player, which I really would love to have him, because I feel like he would definitely improve our midfield, just pay the damn release clause and stop playing with it. Because how it works, all you have to do is pay the release clause, and then you get him. All you gotta do is figure out personnel terms. So it's like, Thomas Partey is a top quality player, box-to-box midfielder, very energetic, very good defensively, very good offensively. You've seen his performance against Liverpool, Barcelona, all of that. He's a big game player. Plays for Atletico Madrid, so he know about playing the big games, like against Real Madrid, the big games against Barcelona. He played a lot of Champions League games, so he knows what it's like to play big games. And if he was to come to the Premier League, I feel like he would do a very good job. Box to box, we can put him in the midfield again with Ceballos. Feel that would be a very good midfield. So I really hope this can happen. I really hope Arsenal come to their senses and just trigger his release clause, and not do like what they did with Suarez. Arsene Wenger did some year ago when he paid the release clause and then adding £1 extra. Like, I really don't know what happened then, but but Thomas Partey could be a great addition. You guys can let me know in the comment what you think about that. I would love for it to happen. Arsenal can do with the Thomas Partey in the midfield, so I really hope this one happens. Moving on to Lacazette, outgoing. So they say Lacazette could be sold, so if Aubameyang signed a new contract, they might sell Lacazette. I'm not sure about that. I don't know exactly if it's true or what, but they said he could be linked with a 30 million pound move to Atletico Madrid. So Arsenal, can you guys use this to probably get that deal for Thomas Partey? It will be, with Lacazette, I have mixed feelings on it. I feel like Lacazette, will he take us to the next level? Maybe, maybe not. We can, if we sell him, then we know for sure Aubameyang will play up top, and it could be a good thing. But Lacazette going to Atletico Madrid, he was gonna go before he came to Arsenal, but then Atletico Madrid got the transfer ban, and then he already burned the bridges with Willian, so it's like he had to go, and Arsenal came in and swooped him. So Lacazette linked with a move to Atletico Madrid. We don't know how this one is gonna go. I can see this happening because Aubameyang signing a new contract, then Aubameyang going up top. That's what I'm hearing. But we don't know what's going to happen. But I can see this one happen. Do I want it to happen? Maybe not really. But, as I said, it's all about building a proper squad. So we have to wait and see how this one goes. Torreira have been linked with a move out of Arsenal. He's not really happy at the moment. He wants to play more games, but the way Arsenal midfield is set up now with Xhaka and Ceballos, there's no room for him, because we play the three in the back, the 2 wing back, the 2 centre mid, and then we have 3 attackers, the striker and the 2 players behind the striker, whatever position you want to call that. He been coming off the bench, or he haven't been playing, and he started one game against, I think that he started against Liverpool. He didn't really play good. He been on the fence too, because he didn't really like it in England. At first he was complaining, saying that it was too cold in England, towards in Italy where it's much better weather where he was at. So he been on the fence, then he settled in, but now he's like, he need more game time or he gotta go. So I do feel like Torreira would go. I don't feel like he plays that much of a big role in Arsenal's squad right now. I feel like even Guendouzi at one point was playing a bigger role than Torreira. I don't know. I can see this one happening. He been linked with Napoli, Torino, and AC Milan. So I think his old coach is coaching Napoli, I think. So we have to wait and see how this one go. I can see this happening. I can see Arsenal getting maybe like a 30-35 mil for Torreira. I can see it happening. Then, as I said, if we're going to be selling players like Torreira, we have to get somebody like Thomas Partey or Decore in. I feel like Decore will probably be a good addition if we was to sell Torreira. Bring in Decore. You know, they got relegated. We can get like Decore for like pretty much close to what we would sell Torreira for, maybe 30-40 mil. You know, would you like to see that? Decore, a very good box-to-box midfielder. Look at what he did at Watford. Imagine if he was in the Arsenal midfield, then you have players like Aubameyang up front, and then, you know, you have a Pepe, and then you have a Ceballos, then you have, you know, a possibly Coutinho coming in, you know, then you can see a wicked Decore. So we have to wait and see. Would I sell Torreira? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure, but it all depends on who would you want to bring in. We'll move on to Maitland-Niles. He been linked with a move out. I'm hearing that Arteta wants to keep him, but the board wants to sell him to bring some money back into the club. He been linked with Tottenham, Everton, Brighton, and West Ham. We don't know. I feel like Maitland-Niles is a very good player. You know, in a squad you need utility players. You know, look at Liverpool. You have like a James Milner, play wing fullback, and then he play midfield. You know, Milner will go and play centre back if you ask him to. I'm pretty sure. You know, he know how to play the wing, and I feel like that's one good thing about having Maitland-Niles. He's a very good utility player. Arteta was able to call on him for the big games, the final, the semi-final with Man City. You know, he came in against Wolves and played a big role also. So I feel like Maitland-Niles could be a very good squad player. He can even start. Give him a starting role. I feel like he would do good if you give him a proper, consistent chance. Because I feel like he haven't really been given a consistent role to play. He been coming in, going out, coming in, going out. So it's like we have to wait and see. But like even the game against, he played against Liverpool. Was it Liverpool? No, he played against Man City and stuff like that. But then he got dropped. So it's like most of the season he been coming in, doing good, getting dropped. Coming in, doing good, getting dropped. So it's like I don't know what the point is for Maitland-Niles, but you've been linked with Spurs. If he goes to Spurs, I can tell it will be more of a, yo, Arsenal never give me a chance. I'm upset. I want to get back at them. I'm gonna go to Spurs and I'm gonna show them, you know. So it's like it happened in the past. Come on, Adebayor went to Spurs, even though he didn't go to Spurs straight from Arsenal. But I feel like once you play for Arsenal, you shouldn't be going to Spurs, you know. But I don't know, man. I really rate Maitland-Niles. He's a young player. He just haven't been given a fair chance in the position that he wants to play. So it will be sad to see him leave, but at the end of the day, the club is bigger than any player. So we'll see how things go. That's it for Transfer Corner. Thank you guys for tuning in. Comment and let me know what you guys think. If you guys would love to see any of these players join Arsenal. If you're happy with, you know, Lacazette, Torreira, or Maitland-Niles leaving. Comment and let me know. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Nesta TV. Help us build the channel and we'll go from there. But once again, people, look, you can support and get the merch. Beyond Grateful merch. This is my brand, my family brand. We make this. I have my machines there. We do all of this stuff. You might see me in a bunch of Beyond Grateful t-shirts. It's all from me. Support it. The website is going to be in the description. Thank you guys for watching once again. I will see you guys soon. Boom.